In all games, the most powerful weapons do the most absurd things that you can imagine. And while Minecraft is the most simple game, it is not excluded. While in vanilla, its limits can be reached, through code and sheer will, these can be upgraded much more. And that's exactly what Hypixel Skyblock made. A game that takes Minecraft's classic game mode and turns it into something much more. Now, obtaining this sword isn't an easy task. Skyblock has multiple regions to explore, but the most popular one and the most fun is the catacombs, where you have to fight the undead, and after clearing rooms and puzzles, seeing bigger and stronger bosses. Dungeons has 7 floors, of course 7 being the highest, and that's where you can obtain the one and only Hyperion. The Hyperion at first doesn't seem very special. It has good bait stats, good damage, good strength, but what's so special about it? If you can endure more excruciating runs, on the same level you can also unlock scrolls. There are a total of 3 scrolls in the game, each granting a powerful ability to the sword. To put it simply, these are Teleport, Shield, Explosion. Or well, Implosion. Now even though when you apply a scroll to it, it doesn't seem too special. There's a big cooldown, a lot of mana usage. What is this sword even good for? Well, it has one tiny little secret that the game doesn't really tell you. When all 3 scrolls are applied, it becomes 1, Wither Impact. Teleport 10 blocks ahead of you, then implode, dealing 10,000 damage to nearby enemies. Also applies the Wither Shield scroll ability, reducing damage taken and granting an absorption shield for 5 seconds, at a cost of 300 mana. Here comes the reason why this is broken. It has no cooldown. Also, I think that 10,000 damage is completely bugged and it actually deals... Now with a sword like this and a ton of mana, which you can obtain from armor, accessories, pets, in the end you can become Oppenheimer himself.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
Now when I said all of this dramatic shit at the beginning of the video, yeah, you don't have to do all that. These items are sellable on the auction house and on the bazaar, so you just have to punch stuff. In 2020, every Skyblock player's wet dream was obtaining this sword. And it was ours too. So there, in December 2020, me and my friend decided to set out on a journey to obtain this sword. Now in this journey we did a ton of things. We farmed, mined, did slayers, tried to gamble, did dungeon runs, streams, dragons, almost everything that the game had to offer. Now we did have a ton of roadblocks, vipes, bans, rats, and much more. In the end, with almost 4 restarts, in 2023 we finally achieved this goal. Until I got bored. And then I sold it to this beautiful businessman and I bought myself the most powerful bow in the game. Now at this point, every Skyblock player was dreaming about this bow. But I mean, come on. I basically set myself back for hundreds of hours. And so this Christmas, I finally came back to the game again, brought 2 of my closest friends, and we set out on a journey. The journey of course started where this all began. Dungeons. We did tens or even hundreds of runs only to not get anything. At this point we were desperate, we needed money, so it was either all or nothing. Thankfully my friends are really social people. They made their way into the hub and they started lowballing. We then opened a Discord server where we can carry and lowball. The grind has officially begun. Now since I'm not a very social person, nor am I good at negotiating, I did the one thing that I am good at. Grind for hours. It was either this or studying, and you know which one I picked. Now even after all this time, we still didn't have enough money, even put together, so I decided to step in. Since school was about to start again and I had a family to spend time with, I can't grind all day, and nor can they. So I decided to do an official stupid move. Basically sell everything that was very valuable. I sold my dear Ender Dragon pet, an Ender relic worth hundreds of millions of coins, my farming gear, my mining gear, and other pets that I didn't need anymore. Yes, we were very desperate for coins. In the end, after a couple of donations and multiple nice words, I finally managed to buy my sword back.
De azt azért már csak kipróbálhatom akkor.
Már egyszer kipróbáltad. Egy csillag, 2 csillag, 3 csillag, 4 csillag, 5 csillag. Na látod, ezért nem szabad eladni az essenceket. Now while I'm making this video very dramatic, there are some players who basically just started the game and they already have the sword. They probably didn't struggle nearly as much as we did. And sometimes I think about, what am I doing wrong, man? But in the end, comparison is the thief of joy. The question is, was it all worth it? All the sacrifices, all the grinding, was it all worthwhile? Yeah, I think so.